Hello, survivors. Welcome back to another episode of Survival Matt. We are talking about hiking again today. So, if you're interested in survival stuff, maybe this video is not for you, unless you're curious about weight, which is one of the whole experiment. What this whole experiment's about. It's about how hikers think about nothing but weight and comfortability, being comfortable, and survivors don't care about weight. Typically speaking, they only care about how hard or rugged their gear is and how long it'll last and what it'll do for them. So we're going back to the Appalachian Trail and we're going to do everything we can. This is our third journey to the trail. On our first journey, we were right around 50 pounds. On our second journey, I think was at 38, which was absolutely brutal. I still haven't found the old footage of the trail so you could see all my whining and complaining about how heavy everything was on video and how beautiful. Let me point that out. But this time around we've got a lot more dialed in, a lot more specific. And I've used spreadsheets that I found the Syntex 77 uses. And I've got the 3 loadouts matching the 3 packs behind me, and we've got the little graphs to show how much our weight is. We have each section broken down, so backpack, shelter, sleep system, cooking, water, storage, tools, toiletries, clothing not worn and clothing worn. And then I went a step further and I even dialed in our food, making a spreadsheet for Friday. This is what we're going to eat for breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner, and how much those each items weigh. After we get back from the reports, I'm going to have a section down here where it tells me how many calories per meal we got to eat, and then we're going to grade it on a scale of 1 to 5. Oatmeal, something people complain about a lot with the eating on the trail. I personally like oatmeal, so in my case, I would rate oatmeal at least a 3, where you might rate oatmeal a 5 or a 1. This will help us dial in our favorite meals for hiking that are also weight efficient for the future. So today, I want to talk about 3 loadouts that are going to be over the next 3 videos at least. We might do one for food too. So this first pack here is around a $400 setup, and this is Paul's pack. And his base weight comes in at 13.87 pounds. His total weight with food, water, consumables, everything is at 22.52 pounds if all the math is right. We don't know this exactly because he hasn't done his final loadout yet. That'll actually be done tonight. This pack, Paul is going stoveless. He's got no way to heat water or anything. He's actually just taken one of those screw-on ice cream containers and he's going to just cold soak his food. But we still have his gear loadout. We're going to do that tonight. The middle pack here, this is the same, the Teton Sport Scout 3400. This is what my son Will's going to use. His base weight came in at 13.27 pounds, so almost ultra light, but still very light, 13.27 pounds. Food, water, fuel, everything, he came in at 25.47 via the math. I actually have... We're going to weigh it out right now. Ugh. And this is the pack we're going to do a gear explosion on today. So you guys can see how I got that weight. Wow, that water's heavy. So the extra 2 liters of water actually puts him at 27.49. With he's got 3 liters of water, 2 in the platypus and 1 in the smart water bottle. That's going to be kind of rough, but that's what he wants. So that's the one we're going to go over today. In this last loadout, let me forget. So Paul's about a $400 setup. Will's around a $600 setup. And this is my loadout. This is the Z-Packs Arc Blast loadout. Its base weight comes in at 9.27 pounds, so I did meet the ultralight status. And total weight, food, water, and everything, assuming my math is right, is at 19.32 pounds. And its total cost is beep. So, My wife's in the room. We're going to do that one last. We'll do Will's gear explosion today, and then we're going to do Paul's arc explosion tomorrow. Or we'll hopefully tonight, and have it posted tomorrow. Alright. So, he's still under 30 pounds, which is, in my opinion, fantastic. I think he was right around 38 pounds last time, maybe even 40 with food and water. So let's get this heavy bladder off first. Now, I don't know why he wants to take 3 liters of water, but he does, and I'm okay with that. It's like, that's the best part about doing these loadouts, is his weight. He knows what he wants to carry, and if he wants less water so he can drop 2 pounds, 3 pounds, he just carries a little less water. He's going to be hiking with the Black Diamond gold, what are these, Trail Sport 2 flick locks. He likes the color gold. Saw these, one of them, I got them. The thing bad about these is they've only got the one flick lock, where I've got the other Black Diamonds over here, and they've got the 2, but he doesn't seem to care. It doesn't affect it in any way. It's just a little bulkier. So we got platypus water, 2 liters worth of water. We have just a standard handkerchief with a buttonhole sewed in so we can throw it on a carabiner. Standard sanitizer. These are the GSI. We use them for salt and Tony's extra spicy seasoning. It's a little better than just salt and pepper to help with our food. And then this is Tyvek's that I got from Hammock Gear. This is, I think, a 3x3 square, but it folds up all nice and neat, and it weighs almost nothing, 1.2 ounces. You guys don't know what, okay. I was indicated to show you what this is. Just a ground cover. So this thing is super noisy right now, but it's, among hikers, it's a favorite because it's super, super light. I think it weighs, I can tell you exactly what it weighs. It weighs 1.2 ounces. And you saw how small it was when you fold it up. Syntex says, and I haven't tried it yet, that's why it's still crunchy. You throw it in the washer on low, you're just like your washing machine, you can actually wash this and it will get soft and quiet and gentle. But it's 100% waterproof, so you get to camp, that's why it's right here on the front of the pouch. You know, you get to camp, you flick it out, you throw your bag on it, you have a gear explosion if you need to, whatever it takes. Alright, down here in the bottom pouch, I have his easy access stuff, or he has his easy access stuff. Should be frog togs in case it starts raining. He has both the top and bottoms in here. He's got some quick access toilet paper or shit tickets, as Darwin of the trail calls them. We have the Eno Fly, Super Fly maybe, tarp system, because we're all hammock campers. When we have some tent stakes, he's got 6 aluminum tent stakes in a Z-Pack stuff stack. And then this is his cook setup. The MSR Pocket Rocket, I think it's called, a mini Bic lighter. And Will is gonna take the extra ounces. It's 9.2 ounces instead of like the 6 point something ounces. And he's taking the big MSR fuel can because he wants to be able to boil water for Paul just in case Paul can't. And then this is just one of those standard titanium handled bush pots. It's actually a dual setup where it's got a top and a bottom, but we don't need the top, so we saved some weight and just took the bottom. Plus it fits the really big can. We could save some weight and not take the red canister, but these things are really expensive. These are like 60 bucks, I think, 55 or 60 bucks. So I wanted him to take the extra like 0.2 ounces and just take the protective red canister. So there's what his cook setup is. Let's see, in the one side pocket, We have toiletries, Mio, and a headlamp. Let's start with toiletries. Okay, we are packing mini deodorant. Hikers stink. We know that. We're section hikers, so this extra 0.5 ounces makes us better. Plus, I don't know if you've ever hiked with teenagers, but their hiker funk gets to a whole nother level. It was so bad last time the boys had to walk behind us because it was just, I'm gonna talk about it. Standard mini toothbrush, mini toothpaste. I even took some earbuds, cut them in half, and we threw in a few dental floss toothpicky thingies. Because I'm one of those people that if I actually get something stuck in my teeth, it will just bother me insatiably until it comes out. So toiletry bag. If you're curious how much that came in at, his toiletry bag came in at 2.8 ounces. Pretty powerful stuff. This is what I mean, you can really dial in. This is, I forget the, it looks like the Z-Packs logo, but I don't, which is strange. I wonder if Z-Packs knows that this logo exists. But this is not a Z-Packs headlamp. And his headlamp came in at, it's a mountain, yeah, the mountain headlamp, 2.6 ounces. A little heavier, but it's the one he wants to bring. And then Mio Energy. So I can't stress enough about some sort of electrolyte additive or energy additive. I sweated so bad last time, all of us did. My electrolytes got depleted, my energy plummeted, my sugar was down, my salt was down, and I wasn't eating a whole lot because my appetite crashed. And on top of that, I mean, we're just sweating profusely. I think I lost close to 15 pounds over that weekend. And it just didn't allow for a lot of enjoyment of hiking. So you really, really need to think about your electrolytes and what you're going to bring and what you're going to have with you, so you don't go through what I went through and just black out almost trying to climb up mountain. In the other pocket on the other side, we have a first aid kit and his bear bag hang-up system. The first aid kit weighs 4.5 ounces, and it has got all kinds of goodies in there. Vitamin I, Band-Aids, moleskin. We even have some like medical rub-on cream that was prescribed to me. The doctor gave me some samples of it and helps with tender muscles and pain. Because, you know, old age and stuff. Alright. Now in the big part. That goes that way, that goes this way. Oh, where's that at? Oh. Hammock Gear, I think Hammock Gear sells this butt seat that's pretty nice. It's super, super light. I think it's like 0.6 ounces. And for some reason, Syntax and a couple other YouTubers, theirs is black. When I ordered them for us, they came out blue. I'm okay, we like blue. That works for us. But that probably should go over here to the quick access section. He had it kind of buried. The Teton, the Scout 3400. I mean, it was a nice bag. It's just heavy. Like, to give you perspective, it weighs, with the additional belt pouch we added, 73.4 ounces. This whole bag with 2 belt pouches, I think, weighs just under 2 pounds. Alright, first thing we got, his food bag, followed up by his clothing bag. Always try to stick color coded. Everything Will has is blue, everything Paul has is like yellow. I have orange, and Law, the 4th person hiking with us, is green. So when we have our gear laying out, we know what everything is. We try to stick to it, as you can see. Here's an Eno Atlas straps. Here's an Eno single nest. So his entire shelter system. So that's the Eno tarp, the single nest, the straps, and the tent spikes weigh 54.1 ounces. very not bad. Here is the Nature's Hike LW180 sleeping bag. It weighs 21.8 ounces. I think we got this off Amazon for super cheap, like maybe 30, 40 bucks. And since we do a lot of summer camping, wow, that's everything. Since we do a lot of summer camping, it's not a big deal. Or not summer, more like spring, fall. When most people say 3 seasons, they mean summer, spring, and a little bit of fall. They avoid winter. Our 3 season is different since we're down here in the southeast United States. Ours is no summer, if at all possible. A little bit of spring, a lot of fall, and a lot of winter, because we can stay warm. So we can build base layers. You take this sleeping bag. Where's this puffy coat? It's got to be in here. Take the base layer and some thermals and a puffy coat, and all of a sudden you're wearing 3 layers plus a shirt, 4 layers, like you're almost sweating. Doesn't work. Okay, so real quick, I don't have the calories and stuff calculated, but I'll show you guys the food. And this is what I recommend after doing this 3 or 4 times now for food. For food, like the way you set up your food. Real easy, so you're not in and out of your food bag a ton. Each day is a bag of food. So here's this Friday, here's this Saturday, here's this Sunday, and here's this Monday. And if you're curious, he chose his meals. I just wanted to make sure he was around 80 ounces total weight, because I wanted to make sure he was getting enough food. It's 5 pounds of food. And he did what I suggested, and so Friday, his first day of food, is his heaviest meal. This weighs 31.25 ounces, this whole setup. He's got he's got rice, chicken, and broccoli for dinner. He's got beef jerky, trail mix, and Snickers. For lunch, he's got pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, and taco rolls to make little pizza rolls. He's got Pop-Tart for breakfast, and he's got hot chocolate as a late night dessert. Here we are on day 2. This meal's a little lighter. It's at 21.2 ounces. He's got Quaker oatmeal, mac and cheese, Jack's sausage links, Cliff Bar, Giant Slim Jim, ramen noodles for dinner. This is a Sunday meal. I was dogging on Mountain House without giving Mountain House a chance. It's more expensive, but we wanted to try it. So his Sunday meal is a Pop-Tart, mac and cheese, more sausage links. See, that's going to be like a little meal he makes all together. Cliff Bar, beef jerky for snacks, and for dinner he's having the Mountain House chili mac with beef and hot chocolate for dessert. And then here we are, which again it weighs 21 ounces, so just a little lighter. And then on Monday, his lightest meal, 6.2 ounces. He's got 2 packages of Quaker oatmeal for breakfast and 2 packets of ramen noodles for lunch. And then should be by our car at that point, at which point we could just drive and go eat dinner. Now, other cool parts, we didn't add a whole lot of extras in here, but our appetite really changed on the trail. So anything he doesn't eat on day 1, he can roll over and throw into there and there. He just keeps spilling over until the point where hiker hunger actually hits. And I'm sure a 14-year-old teenage boy is going to eat if you think they eat you out of house of home now, imagine them on the trail when hiker hunger hits. It's utterly terrifying. I think we spent over $40 to feed 2 people at Arby's. I can't, we're going to have to go to a buffet somewhere to satiate the boys. But yeah, that's Will's gear loadout. Like I said, I will try to link this. If I can figure out how to link this up, I'll post it for you. So you can actually get a full gear loadout. It actually be in color, not this black and white stuff. But like I said, his base weight is 13.27 pounds. And his total weight with food and water, everything, as you saw up here, was around 27. So that's still considered light. He's under 30 pounds. And he's excited, so. Over the next couple days, we'll have this loadout and this loadout posted on the channel. We'll also talk about food a little bit more. And I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. See you around.